Hey guys, wanted to let you know I've been playing with this web ODM a little bit more, and I think I fixed some of the issues. Um, I ended up updating my virtual hard drive space as as well as some other things. I'll show you what I did here. So I'll have to drag it into the other screen because I have multiple screens. But let's see here. Okay, so this is a web Docker OD. It's a Docker O. I'm sorry, Docker Quick Start, which helps web ODM run within a virtual hard disk on a virtual hard disk. Sorry. So with this opened, I then opened a thing called Oracle. It's a virtual manager, which is right here. So as you can see, Docker's running, uh, so on and so forth. So what I did was I went in here to system. I updated my memory from just 5 gigs to right around 8,500 gigs or 8.5 gigs. Sorry. I didn't want to use all of it because then my computer would probably crash. My processor, I bumped it up to 4 CPUs instead of six, or the 12 basically. I could actually go in there and make it six six even, so that way I still have 6 cores running my operating system. But I kept a little bit low just because I multitask and I could run AutoCAD on my third screen and Windows document on my second screen and maybe this on my first screen on my that I have hooked up to my computer. Anyway, so acceleration is default. That I didn't do nothing with, but I did change my storage as well. So I told it to use 100 gigs, and I don't know, maybe that's part of the formatting why I don't have quite 100 gigs. It's usually 20 gigs, and I think that's some of the problems that I had. So since I showed you guys that, I'll go ahead and get these out of here, and it helped out quite a bit. Another thing that I noticed that when I first ran this project, and I probably did it in Drone Deploy as well, there should have been 100 pictures, and for some reason I was only grabbing 75 of them, so that's why half my map was missing. But anyway, so I think I fixed all this. We'll take a look at it. Basically, it took 55 minutes and 58 seconds to complete. That's what the with the 100 pictures right there. It says 100. There, I have no ground control points on this. This is done when I first started getting into mapping in the middle of winter, and uh, the E90 camera had some bad distortion issues that Unique has now seemed to fix on that camera. So I think that a lot of the issues I had and with Drone Deploy and this Docker program was is simply that it was done a long time ago, well, almost a year ago, with a camera that was subpar. And for this type of software, now for Pix4D, there you have an option to to crop those images, things like that, or to choose basically a unique camera, and it'll go in there and it'll fix that fix the horizontal curvatures. But since then, Unique's done a pretty decent job at fixing that. So we'll go in here and we'll check it out. This is everything that this all this stuff ran here for just about an hour for 100 pictures. So if it's 200 pictures, I probably figure almost 2 hours. If I was gonna do anything like over 1,000 pictures, I think I'd probably use most of the resources on my computer to get this done and not do any other work on it. But I just wanted to run this again and give Docker ODM a try because I was fairly disappointed with it when I first started it, but now I'm kind of liking it, especially for jobs that maybe a low budget and you're doing it for a construction company, something that doesn't have disclosure agreement that you sign. So if you're doing stuff with like infrastructure, dams, things government wise, this program probably won't work for you because it's all cloud based basically. Uh, you want to use something like Pix4D that just runs right on your computer. That way, it's everything's confidential. You don't have to worry about stuff being stolen, leaked out, unless somebody steals your laptop or computer from your house or hacks it or whatever. But anyway, so with that said, let's take a look at this view map here, and there it is. So let's take a look also at what Pix4D give me. So the same amount of pictures here. And of course I cropped a little bit because mine looked a lot like shoot, gotta find it again here. Looks like this. Here we go. Pretty darn close. Looks like we may have a little bit of noise. I don't know what this is about here. Maybe a part of the image that was misplaced. I don't know. But it looks really close. And yeah, the detail looks pretty good. There's me. There's my Hummer, snowmobile trailer, car hauler, Toyota T100 pickup, my pickup, little tractor, another tractor, shop, pontoon, my toy hauler, and my Land Cruiser here. So, but yeah, so you can see it's winter time here. There's snow and that. Looks like I got a little bit of distortion there, probably from the camera at the time of the fence, a little dog area. But really, it come out pretty good. And um, the more I play with it, the kind of the more I like it. We'll go back here. Let's go back here to the dashboard, and let's look at maybe the 3D model. Keep in mind, this is just one pass, and the overlay probably wasn't correct. Um, let's see if I can reorient it here for you. So basically, my H520 flew this direction like this, up and down, up and down, up and down. What I should have done was run a crosshatch and had it run this way too. You know, this way, come down, run this way, and maybe made my overlap a little more. But this is when I was first pretty much learning, and I think I had my overlap set at like 60%, and I probably should have been 65, 70. But I think that overall it came out pretty good. There's a gentleman on Facebook that I've been chatting with, and he's been kind of pushing this ODM for since he's been on our Facebook page, and his name's David, I believe, and David gave me some suggestions. Actually, could probably read them there on the Facebook page. Yeah, I could probably try to help clean this image up a little bit more. But for being 100% free, you can run as many as you want, and share your files, whatever. It's free and it's open source. It is a little bit of a handicap for learning how to run it, but um, really there's some great videos on it. And actually, the video I worked off of and all the tools that I use are actually all up here on my toolbar because I got install Docker toolbar or toolbox, GitHub, and then this is a video that I watched. The guy goes over really good on a Windows PC. Mac Mac iOS guys. We'll have to find another video, but it's fairly simple. So just wanted to show you guys that, and I'm gonna start playing with Blender here in a little bit. So expect another video. Thanks.